This is going to be the latest and greatest quad core out there. Pretty much handles everything that you throw at it. It's going to do 1080p. We don't just say we do 1080p or downgrade it to 720. It actually does 1080p, and it's also going to do 2K, 4K, pretty much anything you throw at it. Now, first thing you want to do when you get the unit is you want to go to the settings, and you're going to have the Wi-Fi or Ethernet section where you can select Wi-Fi or Ethernet. And then if you're doing Wi-Fi, you want to make sure you're at least 40 feet or closer to the unit to get an optimum speed for it. Now, when you pick your router or your router name, your Wi-Fi network, it's going to ask you to input a password. And then you just click on where the password is. It's going to ask you to enter the password. And I highly recommend that you get a Logitech K400 keyboard and mouse combo or a Lenovo N5901 or 5902. That's the Logitech K400 or the Lenovo N5901 or 5902. Having a keyboard and mouse it will definitely change your experience on the unit. You can use the remote, but things will be considerably slower. Now, when you enter your password on here, you just go down and click connect now, and it will connect. If it still says connecting, that usually means that you entered the wrong password. Now, to go to your display settings, if your screen is too big, what you want to do is go to display position, and then you can increase or decrease the size of the screen so it'll fit your TV. Now, some TVs will do it automatically and some don't, so just remember, if it is too big or too small, you want to go to display position and set that. You can also change the output mode setting. It's pretty much 576 here. It's a little bit lower quality because we're recording everything on the computer, so we can have an actual high quality video for you, not have a video with a TV screen, tilted sideways, somebody moving a cell phone camera and things like that. We want to give you a really good video where you can actually see how it works perfectly. And then you're going to have an advanced section. This is for more advanced users who want to use like Miracast, which is kind of like AirPlay on an Apple TV, or if you have a surround sound with optical digital output, you can set that here. You also have a other section where we'll go into the more settings, and this is going to be like your traditional Android settings. You can actually set Wi-Fi, Ethernet here as well. Now we'll go back to the general section. It's going to be like a Windows 8 Metro tile type of experience, and you've got your My Apps section, which is basically going to have a section of all apps that you can select from. And you've got pretty much everything from Air Receiver. This is for people who have Apple iPads, iPhones, iPods, your iDevices. You can actually AirPlay. We get a lot of customers that have Apple devices that ask us, hey, can you AirPlay? Yes, it can AirPlay. It will do mirroring, it will do audio, video, and it will do pictures as well, so you can do AirPlay. Now, for those of you who don't know what AirPlay is basically if you have a tablet or a phone, you can actually, whatever you're viewing on that tablet or phone, you can actually shoot it to the TV and actually see it on the TV screen. You've got an app backup and restore, which is basically going to be like to back up all the apps that you've downloaded from the Google Play Store. You've got Aptoid, which is basically like the Google Play Store, App Store, but all the apps are free. Now, I can't get into any more of what it does, but it's like a free Google Play Store is all I can tell you. You've got a web browser. You can also do Facebook. You can do your emails. It's basically like having an Android tablet right on your TV screen where you can surf the web, pretty much anything you want to do. And once again, here's the Google Play Store, so if you wanted to go into it and check out the apps that the Google Play Store has, you can do that as well. And then you've got your Pandora if you wanted to do audio apps, and Netflix if you have a Netflix account. You've got some more advanced apps such as the root app delete, where you can go and delete the system files. That's meant for more advanced hacker type users. And Root Explorer, it's basically going to give you every file system in the system. We also use Team Viewer, so just in case we can't do something over the phone, we'll ask you to get Team Viewer, where we can just go into your unit. You allow us to go in and we can pretty much show you how to fix things or how things work, quick tutorials. You've also got Showbox, which we'll get into as well, which is like a Netflix on steroids. You've got Skype. Everybody knows Skype. And you can actually hook up a USB camera and video chat with it as well. You can also do that with Tango, Uvu, or any other video chat app. And you've also got the speed test. Now, this is very important because The speed test, you're going to need a minimum of 10 Mbps, or it will say here 10,000 kilobits. As you can see, we're pretty high up there. We're at 23. And the download speed is what's going to be important. So here you want to have more than 10,000 kbps, or if you set it the other way to read Mbps, it needs to be more than 10 Mbps to have a good solid connection to be able to watch your videos. Now, if you're going to watch more 1080p videos streaming on the internet, you're going to need, you know, a good 20 or higher, 50, much more expensive internet. But usually for normal operation, it's 10 Mbps or more. Now, you've also got, if you want to do Twitter, you can do that as well. You've got Video Mix, which is like Showbox. Once again, we'll get into it. You've got Titanium Backup, which is going to be for backing up all your system data and stuff for those who like flashing different firmwares, ROMs on the unit. Zip Signer, that's once again for more advanced users. And, of course, YouTube, that comes with the operating system as well. Now, you've also got a music section where we put a couple of music apps in here for you, the Pandora, Spotify, etc. And you've got a local apps section, which basically what we did is just included all the apps for you. And it's pretty much the same thing as the My Apps section. You've also got the online video section, so we organize, you know, pretty much everything pretty well here at Elite Mods, Skystream. And here you're going to have all the audio and video apps, pretty much your media apps. Now, if you wanted to add an app, like for example, right here we've got all the set favorites that we use on a daily basis here in the box. You can actually change these as you wish, and you can also do the same by going into these sections and clicking the plus button. You just basically click plus, and you can go down and, you know, add or take out apps as you need to in that section. Now we're going to get into a little bit about Showbox. Showbox is basically like a Netflix on steroids, as I explained earlier. It's going to have stuff that's in movie theaters as well as stuff that's out on DVD and Blu-ray. Showbox isn't going to have any of the guys that went into the movie theater with the video cameras and, you know, recorded with their cell phones and things like that. Everything's going to be a pretty decent quality. So, for example, let's say I wanted to watch Noah, for example. Basically, you just click the name of the movie. Sometimes you'll get an ad, but you just click the back or return button and you'll go back to the movie part. And then it's going to give you a low, medium, or high. Low is if you have really slow internet. Medium is if you have, you know, a good 15, 20 Mbps, should do fine. And then high, that's if you got the 30 or 50 or higher, where you can watch it a little bit higher quality. Usually medium is pretty good, and basically all you have to do is click watch now. There's also a download function, but for those who don't have hard drives or SD cards hooked up to the unit and haven't set up the and don't know how to move the actual downloaded movies to the drives, I wouldn't recommend using it. Most of the time, Watch Now is pretty much works well for everyone. Now, you've also got a TV show section where basically you can pick a TV show and it's going to have all the seasons and all the episodes. So let's say we wanted to watch, for example, Game of Thrones. Now, all you have to do is click on the show and scroll down. Once again, a mouse and keyboard is recommended, especially with apps like Showbox. So basically, you can pick the season and pick the episode. We're on season 4 here, so we'll click this episode right here. And you can watch it in low, medium, or high once again, and then you'll click Watch Now. So it's pretty basic how the Showbox works. And now we're going to get into Video Mix. Video Mix we pretty much use as a backup for Showbox. Some people like using Video Mix exclusively. It all depends on your taste and how you like to watch stuff. The only difference with Video Mix is that Video Mix is going to have those cams, what they call the cams, with the guy with that went in with the video camera or the cell phone and recorded that actual movie. But those are usually going to be movies that just came out in movie theaters that, if you're really desperate to watch the movie before anybody else, you can actually just go here and click it. But it works also a little bit different in that you click the movie and it's going to give you different links on the internet to watch it from. So if one link doesn't work, another one will. And that's pretty much how Video Mix works. Now we're going to get into the section of XBMC, which is going to take quite a bit because it's a pretty long process. There's a lot of stuff in there. There's hundreds of add-ons that you can pick from to watch your stuff. So just stay tuned and we'll be right back. Again, this is Superfly from Skystream X, and I'm here to show you how XBMC works. The XBMC is pretty much the program that everybody likes to get these units for, and I can tell you that we have the top programmed unit in the country. We give you the most add-ons with the most content. You're basically going to be overwhelmed by what we put on. There's others out there that include XBMC in their units, and they'll try to sell it for a lower price, but with us, you get everything, and it all works. We have the best uptime in the country. There's also other guys out there that use what they call XBMC wizards. Basically, those are rookie beginner wizards that people find on YouTube and stuff like that. And then they think they can program the unit. The bad thing about those wizards is that the developers that make those XBMC wizards basically have control over the add-ons. So if, like, let's say one of these guys that makes the add-ons, leaves that team that makes that wizard, the developers of the wizard can actually take the add-on off your unit remotely without you knowing. So you really don't want to get into the wizards. We install everything individually, so that way you don't have to worry about stuff being taken off. If you want it taken off, you take it off, not someone else. So if you ever see anyone that tries to sell you a unit that says anything with wizards on the top, or has a bunch of add-ons that are just strange, generic add-ons, don't go for it. You want to go for the best. Now we're going to get a little bit into how it works. You've got your video section, and we put the 7 most popular video add-ons on here. You've also got a music section where we put a lot of music add-ons as well. And then you've got a program section where we have stuff for maintenance and fixes, just in case we post something on a blog or a Facebook page where we tell you, hey, you need to go here and install this or do that. We'll usually do a tutorial on how to fix stuff through your programs tab as well. There's also the add-on installer that you can install different add-ons as well, but you can do a variety of ways, and we'll show you that in the video. Now let's get into the 7 most popular add-ons, which are one channel. That's going to have the most variety out of all the different add-ons. It's got quite a bit of content regarding movies and TV shows. However, it's going to have only up to DVD quality. So if you're not really concerned about quality and you just want the actual, just want to play that show or just want to play that movie, no matter what, one channel is the way to go. You've got Ice Films, which is like one channel, but they're not going to have anything that's the guy goes with the video camera into the movie theater. That's not going to happen. Everything they have is pretty much DVD quality and beyond. And then you've got Mashup, which is a mix of one channel and Ice Films, and they also have live TV streams. They've got sports events. They've also got channels from different countries, and we'll get into that as well. You've got Navi-X, which Navi-X is pretty much going to be user-based. A lot of different users from all around the world post their libraries on there, and they share it with the world. And it's also one of the oldest add-ons that XBMC has. It's actually one of the first add-ons ever made for XBMC. Then you've got Sports Devil. If you want to watch basketball, football, soccer, baseball, that's going to be in Sports Devil. And it's also got the pay-per-view events if you're looking to do that, like WWE, UFC, boxing matches. You can watch them all on there. Click is similar to Mashup. It is going to have the live TV. It's going to have movies, TV shows. It's like Mashup, but doesn't have as much content. But it's got a couple different things that you can go into as well, and it's becoming pretty popular. And then you have iWatch Online, which is also similar to one channel. It's almost like a mix of one channel and Ice Films. It's going to have your cams. It's going to have your HDs. It's going to have a little bit of a mix of everything. You've also got another section under videos called add-ons. And here you're going to find a whole bunch of other add-ons by many developers. So we recommend you go through each one. I mean, we're not going to go through each one individually because then our video would be 3 hours long. But we're just showing you pretty much the different add-ons that you can come on here and put on for your enjoyment. You've got everything from adult here to Vivo for music videos, World Series of Poker, different add-ons that do strictly TV, such as TV Release or TV Online. So we recommend you just kind of go through everything and check it out for yourself. Most people find a certain add-on in this section better than, you know, the 7 that we put on there. So it's all a matter of preference as to what add-on you like. Now we'll get into the different add-ons. Let's go to PrimeWire / One Channel. And for example, let's go to Movies. And then we'll go to Featured. And then the list loads there on the right. Now let's try to open up a movie here. We'll try this one, for example. Now a list will pop up, and that's going to be the different websites that it's on. If one link doesn't work, you can try another. Just because it has more views, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the best link. I've found that certain links are better than others, no matter how many views they have. Usually the yellow ones, they say, are the best ones. Once again, I've found other links work a little bit better than the yellow ones at times. So it's all a matter of preference. Once again, what you want to get into and which one you want to pick. Once you pick it, it'll say Opening Stream. And we'll start from the beginning since I had already clicked it before. And as you can see, you know, the quality's not bad. It's okay. We'll go fast forward a little bit to get a little bit more feel of how the movie is. So it works pretty good. Now we'll press stop and we'll go to the TV section so you can see pretty much how the TV part works. Also, this is very important. Whenever you're done with a movie, you always want to get this on-screen display on the bottom up. And if you're done, if you don't want to watch it anymore, just go down here and press stop and then go back. Makes things a little bit easier. So now we'll go into TV shows. And once again, we'll go to Featured. And you're going to have a selection of movies, different movies that you can, TV shows that you can look for. So let's say you want to go with Breaking Bad. And you can pick a season that you want to watch. Say you want to watch season 5. And then it's going to give you all the different episodes from season 5. And let's say I want to watch this episode right here. And once again, you're going to get the same list. It pretty much works the same way. You just click a link and play. If one doesn't work for you, just try another. Pretty much almost every TV show. There's times I like a certain TV show and it comes on a certain day at a certain time. And usually about an hour after the show airs live, it's already on here. It's pretty amazing. Sometimes I've seen it go on 10 minutes after. All right, now that's going to be one channel. Ice Films pretty much works the same. You've got your movies, you've got your TV shows. This one has an HD section that you can go to. And then you can go to popular, highly rated, latest releases. Like I said, it pretty much works the same, except it's going to have a little bit higher quality stuff. Now let's just let it load here so you can see the list. And as you can see, these are the most popular ones, but you get an idea of how it works. And the TV shows work the same. So once again, it's all a matter of what you like. You know, some people like PrimeWire, one channel better. Some people like Ice Films. You know, some people strictly use Mashup. My recommendation is each week try to visit a different one, get a feel for each one. Don't get married to one add-on because, you know, at times add-ons do go down. These people that make the add-ons, they're developers and they have lives, and sometimes they step away and can't maintain it, or, you know, there's a different update that comes up. So once again, don't stay married to one add-on. Now we'll go into Mashup. I'll go through that real quick. It's got a whole bunch of different sections that you can go through. Super Search is going to search all sorts of different add-ons that are installed in the unit for the best links to the different movies. You can search for movies, you can search for TV shows, and then you have a regular search that's going to search just Mashup, what they have. And then you can set favorites here. You can find the movie by alphabetical order. And then these are pretty self-explanatory, like most voted, most viewed. You have the featured movie section, which is basically going to be like one channel's featured section, where it's going to have the cams, it's going to have all the bad quality, good quality, it doesn't matter. It's going to have all of them on there. And then you've got also the HD releases section, which is basically going to be kind of like a Showbox. It's going to have even stuff that's in movie theaters, but it's only going to be DVD quality or better. So you don't have to worry about searching to see if it's a cam or not. They like to sort that out. So all these movies here are all going to be a DVD quality or better. And then you can also search by genre, by year. You have your watch history. HD movies, it takes it from different websites, and you can pick up 1080p's, 720s, all sorts of HDs, all from different sites. The ones that say Debrid only, you have to have a real Debrid account, so you won't be able to use those unless you have one of those. That usually costs about $10 a month or so. You've also got a 3D movie section where you can watch 3D movies. You've got an international section where it's going to have international movies. And then you have TV latest. You also have live streams. This is going to be a section that's pretty much kept up by different users. There's a section here, this Kiwi, that's going to be for sports. Buzzy Sports is also going to do sports. But we usually like using Sports Devil. And then you've got K1MO5 streams, and he usually has everything broken down by sections. So we'll go to the, for example, entertainment section, and you're going to have a whole bunch of different TV channels that you can look through. Now, some of them are going to work, and some of them are not. At times, a lot of them don't work. This is something that, you shouldn't be too dependent on for live TV. I would use this more for the pre-recorded stuff or the on-demand stuff, but you get a feel of how it works. The quality on the live streams also isn't going to be great. It's going to be more of a, streaming quality, because they try to keep it low quality so more people can connect and watch. So, for example, we'll put CNN on here for you. So as you can see, the quality is not going to be that great, but hey, it's watchable and it's free. You're not paying $200 a month for cable. So that's pretty much how the live stuff works on Mashup. And you'll have also a sports section that's going to have your ESPNs. You're going to have your NBA TV, your NFL network. All that stuff is going to be on there for you. Mashup also has a VIP playlist that's going to have like different users that are VIP, and they're sharing the stuff with you. It's got an anime section, adventure section, a kids zone for kids movies and cartoons. It's got a fixes section, which is pretty handy. We usually use it for different fixes that we post on Facebook. Mash is usually pretty good about putting a lot of fixes up for everybody else. You got documentaries. He's got how-to videos. And there's also Hacker Mill Stash. Hacker Mill Stash is pretty good. He's going to have 1080p's. He's going to have HD. He's got a Fight Club section where he has replays of all the UFCs, boxing fights, WWEs. He's got a workout video section if you wanted to do workout videos such as P90X. He's got pretty much everything on here. Let's go back to the live streams. And you can also, if you're looking for a certain country, he's got a section here, but it's called by country. And he's got everything broken down by the different countries here. So, for example, let's say you wanted to watch Portuguese TV channels. He's going to have a whole bunch of channels here from Portugal. And it's all broken down by country. Once again, the live channels, some of them work, some of them don't. You basically just gotta, it's kind of like a crapshoot trying to find the live channels for each one. But the by country ones, usually I'd say about 70 to 80% of them work very well. So you can take a look at that if you're looking for a specific country. Then we go into the Navi-X section, like I explained earlier. This is going to be user-based, so we always go to Navi Extreme Portal, and then we go to most viewed last 24 hours, because those are usually the ones that are working very well. And like I said, this is pretty much all user-based. Everybody's a different user, and they've got different stuff on here. You can find everything from live channels to adult stuff. This guy right here, it's pay-per-view streams. He usually charges about $8 on PayPal, and he gives you a live pay-per-view stream, private HD for $8 if you just pay him on PayPal. You can find stuff from different countries, etc., etc. So that's pretty much how Navi works. And then you got Sports Devil. This is mostly going to be the place if you're looking for sports. This is where you're going to find it. We usually go to live sports, and then we'll go to firstrowsports.eu or GE. If one's down, then the other one's working. You just got to kind of look around. If stuff is down, we usually on Facebook we will post what's working and what's not, or where you should go. Now, when you go here, you're going to have all sorts of different sections, depending on the sport you want to watch. So let's say you wanted to watch basketball, for example. It's going to pull up whatever basketball is playing today. So for example, Mexico's playing Costa Rica. If you wanted to play that, you could watch that. There's no NBA on right now, so apparently, obviously there's, you're not going to see a list, but when there's a NBA game night on, you're going to see all the games that are on for that night right on here. And then let's say you wanted to go to football. This is actually soccer. You've got all the games that air today. If you go to boxing, there's actually nothing on except WWE Network. But usually when there's a fight night, whether it be UFC, boxing, or WWE, you'll have a listing of all that's going to be there. And then American football, that's going to be for U.S. football. Obviously, there's no football on right now, so it's only got ESPN and the NFL Network. But usually on Sundays or Mondays, you're going to have, or Thursday night football or whatever, it's going to have all the different games. The college games will be here as well. And then you've got Click. Click is pretty much good. Like I said, it's going to be kind of like Mashup. You're going to have your different live streams, movies, TV shows. It's got a cartoon section. So basically, it's like a toned down version of Mashup. And then you've got iWatch Online, which like I said before, you've got movies, TV shows, kind of like one channel of nice films combined into one. Well, that pretty much wraps up how XBMC